I was confirming, Honorable Bashir, you know I'm in your committee, and this is a house of record, so I'm confirming because I called you to respond to a statement first. Respond to the statement first. Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Well guided. Honorable Speaker, the member for Turkana North Constituency, Honorable Ekon Nabin, MP, pursuant to provision of Standing Order 442C, requested a statement from the Cabinet Secretary for Defense regarding the security situation in Tanyang, particularly the massacre of civilians allegedly by the Dasanach militia from Ethiopia on 22nd February 2025. The member specifically sought to be informed on the following. A report on the status of investigations into the Tanyang massacre that occurred on 22nd February 2025, including the steps taken to collaborate with the Ethiopian authorities. B, the measures being put in place to address security breaches at the Kenya border along Lake Turkana and confirmation on whether the security forces have been deployed to ensure protection of these Kenyans at the border. C, the steps taken by the Ministry of Defense through the Kenya Defense Forces to protect fishermen along Lake Turkana during their fishing expeditions. And D, the measures put in place to ensure that the families of the victims are compensated and an indication of when they will receive their compensation. The committee engaged the Minister of Defense on the matters raised by the Honorable Nawin. I therefore wish to respond as follows. Honorable Speaker, on the status of investigation to the Tanyang massacre, the Ministry of Defense has clarified that the Kenya Defense Forces was not directly involved in the investigation process. The Kenya Defense Forces, however, remained on standby to provide security assistance if required. Investigation into such incidents fall under the jurisdiction of the National Police Service under the Ministry of Interior and National Administration. There is, however, acknowledgement of the transboundary nature of the incident. Nevertheless, the Ministry has not reported any joint investigations or formal collaboration with the Ethiopian authorities so far. Regarding the security breaches along the Kenya-Ethiopia border near Lake Turkana, the Ministry reports that the Kenya Defense Force personnel have been deployed to various areas in Turkana County, including Lokchogio, Nadapal, Kainuk, Napaitom, and Kokenye. These deployments are conducted within a multi-agency framework in support of the National Police Service under Gazette Notice number 1900 of 13 February 2023. Patrols and surveillance operations are ongoing to stabilize the region and deter cross-border attacks. Further, the Ministry has indicated that plans are underway to establish a permanent detachment in Liwan area on military land allocated by the Turkana County government, which will bolster long-term security infrastructure. Concerning the protection of fishermen in Lake Turkana, the Ministry of Defense stated that while the Kenya Defense Force deployment has been enhanced in Turkana, the specific mandate of securing fishermen and inland waterways rests with the security agencies under the Ministry of Interior and National Administration. However, the Ministry affirms its continued commitment to supporting civil authorities within the existing operational frameworks when required. On the matter of compensation of the families of victims, the Ministry of Defense has not received any formal claim or request for compensation as of the date of the response. Consequently, no compensation arrangements have been made or timelines established. This indicates a potential gap in communication between the affected families and the relevant state institutions responsible for restitution and redress. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry further emphasizes that the deployment of the Kenya Defense Forces to Turkana was undertaken pursuant to Article 2413B of the Constitution to assist in restoring peace and order in areas afflicted by banditry and intercommunal conflicts. While significant gains have been made in reducing insecurity through the civil-military cooperation, CIMIC, and the community engagement initiatives, the Ministry acknowledges the continued challenges posed by cross-border incursions. I submit. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. Is the member in the House? Yes. Honorable Ekwom.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the response is not satisfactory because, Madam Speaker, from my understanding of the existence of KDF, under Article 3413A, the responsibility of KDF is defense and protection of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic. Madam Speaker, it seems the CS doesn't understand the location of Tanyang. Tanyang is located at the border of Kenya and Ethiopia, and the attackers were Ethiopian militia, and therefore it was an external aggression, an external incursion. And I thought this calls for the intervention and the response by KDF. Madam Speaker, the CS discusses deployment of KDF internally. She has mentioned areas that are within the country. We are talking about an external aggression. So, Madam Speaker, I want to request that you direct that the CS appears before that committee together with myself so that she will be able to give more information, because the Turkana people are looking forward to a response that has not been forthcoming in the last 6 months. People in Tanyang.
You've put your point. You've put your point.
Okay, thank you.
Let's hear the chair first.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we have noted the concerns of the Honorable Member, and I think most appropriately we will be able to get back to the Ministry on those concerns. We are aware that the issues of internal deployment and external deployments, so certainly his concerns are also valid, but we will get back to the Ministry to further elaborate on this matter so that the member can adequately be satisfied on the same. So we'll get back to the Ministry.
How soon?
I think because we are going on recess probably, and probably within 2 weeks, even if it is giving him directly the response, that could be appropriate. So within 2 weeks, we will be able to get response from the Ministry.
Honorable Ekwom, is that agreeable? Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Now I'll indulge you on the other matter, which is not on my desk.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I just wanted to bring to the attention of this House and the Kenyans at large that the former Deputy President made a press statement while in the US imputing improper motives on the great people of Mandera and the Kenyan Somali community at large, where he claimed that during the President's visit to Mandera, the President personally met with the members of Al-Shabaab together with members of the leadership of that country. Honorable Speaker, these are very outrageous and reckless statements, especially coming from someone who was once a Deputy President. It's unfortunate that these kind of statements further indicate that the kind of gap that exists between people who serve in high offices and those who are currently serving. Honorable Speaker, he also indicated that the abolition of vetting process to especially the Somali community and people living within the borders is ill-advised and that IDs will be given to terrorists. Honorable Speaker, that means that the Kenyan Somali community, according to the former Deputy President, are all terrorists, that they don't warrant to be given ID cards. It's unfortunate that this is not the first time the former Deputy President has profiled the Kenyan Somali community. Not once, not twice, not thrice. And it's unfortunate that it's coming from him. And two, he also goes ahead and says that while in the US, he's going to give information and names to the US government on matters that has transpired between the president and what he alleges to be meeting with Al-Shabaab and other elements. Honorable Speaker, first and foremost, Kenya is not a colony of any country, including America. America and Kenya are mutual countries with mutual respect. We gain from America, they gain from us.
Honorable Bashir, keep it short.
Okay, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, my point is that, you know, in our Somali culture, when somebody goes berserk or is mentally disturbed, they are chained in their family tree. And I want to ask the family that please chain one regarding Gachagua, because what he is saying and what he is speaking is tantamount to somebody who is mad and mentally disturbed.
Honorable Njeri, what is out of order?
And at this point,
Honorable Speaker, we know that if someone is mentally incapacitated, it is a case of
he's mad.
a doctor giving a medical report in regard to that. Is Honorable Bashir a doctor? Has he evaluated His Excellency, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua? Can he substantiate those claims? This is a serious house. We do not want drama here. We have serious national matters to be discussing.
Honorable Speaker, you know, the way he behaves, the way he acts, just shows that he's mentally disturbed and deranged. Because those words he spoke in America cannot be spoken by somebody who is mentally okay.
Honorable Bashir, I want to put this to a close. Personally, I have not listened to those sentiments, so I have no comment on the same. But I would want us to be parliamentary and wind up this debate for 30 seconds. Wind up.
Honorable Speaker, I agree with you. My point is that Rigathi Gachagua was once a deputy president, and the words and statements that he makes should befit the office that he once held. And he's somebody that is actually of importance to us, because while he's speaking out there, talking ill of this country. And in fact, I will also say, because he is a security threat to this country, let him stay in America and don't set foot in this country again. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Bashir, what is out of order? Honorable Bashir, you know there are many avenues of bringing matters to this house. You are actually free to be on record if you want to bring a motion, but I want to put that matter to rest at that point. Honorable Clive, what is out of order?